significant backing from the other players discussed by the Astros alleged malpractice. And it's hardly surprising a former employee would dish on a front office given the main industry enemies the Astros have made with their rapid turnover and modernization of traditional scouts. Okay, guys, so there's one more article that I have that I downloaded and I'm going to read here. This is by R.J. Anderson and Mike. It says on Tuesday, Derrich and Rosenthal, The Atlantic, published an article dealing with how the Houston Astros electronically stole signs during the 2017 season. Within that piece, Derrich and Rosenthal revealed that 4 people were with the Astros that had admitted the team stole signs during games by using a camera position in the outfield. And then again, it goes on to say current Athletics pitcher Mike Blair's was who sent parts of 3 seasons with the Astros is the only one of the 4 to go on record. More information connected to the story has since came to light as a public service of sorts. We wanted to provide a guide for the most frequently asked questions concerning the story on MLB's investigation. What did the Astros do? Okay, guys, so here's the explanation. As noted in the introduction, the Astros used a camera position in center field to steal signs during games. Team personnel would watch the feed in a hallway between the clubhouse and dugout, and would relay that coming by hitting a garbage can you can watch and play for yourself. And again, that's the video, guys, from John Boy. Where did they do it? They note that the source was likely to use the garbage can system during the World Series, that they weren't able to enact this system for away games. And again, guys, if you go back and look at the stats, if you look at the Houston Astros, when they were away, when they were on the road, they had a lot less batting average than they were at home. So they were not allowed to use this system on the road because they were on the road. And if you know this year now, okay, so now everyone's saying, well, what about this year? It's come out that the Washington Nationals knew about this and changed their signs so that the Astros players and this cheating scandal could not go. The MLB is interviewing the following players I've mentioned before: Carlos Beltran, Craig Bornson, Alex Cora, A.J. Hinch, and Brandon Tomlin are one of the ones that have been interviewed. Why is this a big deal? Because it's against the rules and is not just an unwritten sense like old school sign stealing. Guys, like I said, you know, that's the way it is. Is there a paper trail? Again, we're going back, I said earlier about the emails. The Astros also discussed stealing signs of their scouts over the phone and in a group Slack channel. If you guys don't know, that's another kind of social media app is Slack. I have Slack on my phone. What does other teams do this? It stands to reason that every team tries stealing signs. That's part of the game. The issue is how signs are being stolen, and the Astros took this too far in their pursuit of an advantage. Even so, it should be noted that the Astros are not the only team to cross the line, as the Red Sox, for example, were caught using an Apple Watch to steal signs during the 2017 season. There are undoubtedly being other instances over years where teams have stolen signs using technology that either went undetected or unreported. The Astros may be the latest team busted, but trust me, guys, it will not be the last. And, guys, it won't be. Again, like I said, everyone in baseball, as I was told by a lot of baseball fans, the word is, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And that's just the way it is, guys, in baseball. But this is not looking good for baseball. Guys, baseball is losing fans. And this is something that they did not need. They did not need right now. They did not need this right now. And, you know, for them to have this happen, I could see my opinion of this whole thing is I could see the Houston Astros being, obviously they're going to be fined by the MLB money-wise, but if MLB wants to punish them severely, you need to take draft picks away from them. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe even go as far as taking some of their top prospects away and giving them to teams. I don't know how you would do that, but you could take away draft picks and fine them would be, you know, the one thing that you could do. That would be the one thing you could do to punish them. If they just fine them, that's not really going to be anything, you know, okay, they can pay that money. But if you take draft picks away and you take their, you know, their chances of rebuilding their youth or their farm systems, well, then that's would be the penalty, I think, that Ron Manfred's going to go. But he is not going to let this just go. This is something very serious. That obviously it's happened, and again, they're not the first and only team that's ever done this. Even my Red Sox got busted in 2017. So again, if it's not, you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's the word in baseball, and it's disappointing in a way to say that it is. It's very disappointing that this had to happen. Now, a lot of people are saying, okay, we'll take their World Series championship away from them. Well, so let me ask you this question, Dodger fans, because you were the guys that they beat in 2017. Do you want the rings? Do you want a championship by them being caught cheating? Do you want an asterisk next to that? Maybe they should put an asterisk next to that. I don't really know. I don't know. But I guarantee you guys that this will not just go away. This will be definitely something that they're going to get taken care of in the next few weeks. As I said in the first article, that by December 8th, they want to have this taken care of as the owners' meetings will meet in San Diego. And guys, if you look about this, I mean, we are just a mere 4 months away from spring training. I mean, that's right. It's right around the corner, guys. We're 4 months. March starts up. We are 4 months away from pitchers and catchers reporting and baseball being back on the air, come April. So we are not that far away from spring training. We're only 4 months away from the baseball season beginning again, and letting the Washington Nationals celebrate their first world championship, as they will go back, try to defend that championship starting next season. But let me go ahead, guys, too, while I'm on the MLB, let me go ahead and bring this on here. Here, again, these are some articles I caught. These are about the big-time free agents that are available now in baseball. I figure since we're talking baseball, I might as well go ahead and get this out of the way instead of talking about baseball later on. This article is by Jesse Yamatov of USA Today, and it says these are players that could be on the move come this winter. The first one, guys, is Mookie Betts of the Boston Red Sox, expected to receive about $27 million in arbitration for 2020. The 2018 AL MVP is a free agent next winter. Boston could choose to commit to their 27-year-old long-term, but shredding his enormous salary for the upcoming season and beyond will give the club a ton of financial flexibility after a disappointing 2019 season, plus an enormous return haul in a trade. Possible suitors where he could go, guys, would be the Dodgers, Braves, Cardinals, and the Mets. The next one on the list, guys, is Francisco Lindor, the shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. Arguably the best all-around shortstop in the game, the 26-year-old is expected to get about $17 million in arbitration from 2020. There's no rush to trade Lindor since he's not a free agent until after 2021, but Cleveland could really clean up in return. That said, the Indians' title window isn't closed. With Lindor in a great rotation, there's no reason to think they can't win the AL Central and make a run. In March, Indians owner Paul Dolan seemed to hint that Lindor's long-term future wouldn't be in Cleveland. Enjoy him. We control him for 3 more years, Dolan said. Enjoy him, and then we'll see what happens. Possible suitors for him are the Yankees, Phillies, and Dodgers. The next guy, one on the list, guys, is Corey Kluber, the right-handed pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. Coming off a season wrecked by injury, the 2-time Cy Young Award winner value certainly isn't at its highest. He's making $17.5 million in 2020 with an $18 million team option in 2021. If Kluber can bounce back, that's a steal for a pitcher of his caliber. It would probably behoove the Indians to hold on to him until the season begins so that he can up his value. But teams in desperate need of pitching may be willing to roll the dice in the winter. Possible suitors for him are Phillies, Yankees, Dodgers, and Padres. The next one is Kyle Schwarber, the left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. Chicago's 26-year-old enjoyed his best offensive season, 38 homers, and an 871 average, and 871 OPS in 2019. But he's a one-dimensional slugger with limited value. His estimated $8 million salary for 2020 is quite responsible, and he would thrive as a designated hitter, making him alluring to potential trade partners particularly in the AL. Suitors are Yankees, Rays, and White Sox. The next one, guys, is Sterling Marte, the outfielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 years after an 80-game suspension, Marte posted a career high with 23 homers, 82 ribbies, and an 845 OPS to go with 25 steals. Pittsburgh is picking up his $11.5 million option for 2020. He's got another for $12.5 million in 2021. The 31-year-old has spent most of his past years playing center field, and while he's not exactly an elite defender there, he handles the position well. Possible suitors for him are Mets, Phillies, Reds, and Cubs. The next one, guys, is John Gray, right-handed pitcher for the Rockies. The 24-year-old has been amazingly inconsistent across his 4 full seasons in the majors, but he has great stuff and is coming up a good 2019. 3.84 ERA in 26 games. Gray is under the team's control until 2021, and the team that really needs a starter could be persuaded by his upside, particularly away from Coors Field. Possible suitors are Yankees, Phillies, and Cubs. The next one, guys, is Jock Peterson, the outfielder for the LA Dodgers. He's trending upwards again. The Dodgers have a logjam in the outfield. The 27-year-old is certainly movable. Teams that need a center fielder may be put off by the fact that he's barely played the position in the past 2 years, but sticking him back in center field could be a risk worth taking. Possible suitors are Mets, Cubs, and Phillies. The next one, guys, is Miguel Andujar, third baseman for the Yankees. Runner-up for the AL Rookie of the Year in 2018. Injury-limited Andujar to just 12 games in 2019. And Gio Urshela shined at his hot corner in his place. They said that the Yankees aren't exactly facing pressure to trade him. It's possible Urshila's breakout year was a fluke. Andujar would prove insurance there as well as being another bat that could fill in a designated hitter with injuries at an inevitable strike. The flip side is that Andujar would extremely desirable as a long-term piece for other teams, considering his negotiable salary and 4 remaining years of his team control. The suitors there, guys, are Phillies, Braves, Brewers, Angels, and the Rangers. And let's see, guys. The next one, guys, I have 2 left. Matthew Boyd, the left-handed pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Detroit may have missed the boat in this one, holding Boyd at the trade deadline, only to switch him to post a 6.1 ERA in his final 10 starts of the season. Still, the lefty is affordable right now and under team control through 2022. Boyd may not be the sexiest starter available, but any club that needs pitching will kick the tires on a potential trade. Suitors are Padres, Phillies, and Blue Jays. The last one, guys, is Hunter Renfroe, outfielder for the San Diego Padres. After hitting 27 homers in the first half, Renfroe fell off a cliff after the break, batting .161 with just 6 home runs and 15 ribbies. Renfroe is an above-average defender in the outfield, so it's not like he's certainly one-dimensional. This is yet another chance for the Padres to trade for their outfielder excess in order to potentially add some pitching. Suitors there will be Angels, Cardinals, Indians, and Tigers. So, guys, those are the top 8 according to the writer there. The next article, guys, I'm going to talk about is by Mike Axa. Now, these are the potential Hall of Fame people in 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and list. There's a 32-player ballot, includes 14 voters from last year and 18 newcomers. So, guys, here I'm going to name the newcomers first in alphabetical order. So here are the newcomers to the ballot this year: Bobby Abreu, Josh Beckett, Keith Bell, Eric Chavez, Adam Dunn, Chacon Figgins, Rafael Furcal, Jason Giambi, Raul Ibanez, Derek Jeter, Paul Konerko, Cliff Lee, Carlos Pena, Brad Penny, J.J. Poots, Brian Roberts, Alfonso Soriano, and Jose Valverde. Obviously, Jeter is going to be on the first ballot, possibly even unanimous, after a longtime Yankees teammate Mariano Rivera became the first unanimous Hall of Fame inductee earlier this year. Abreu has a decent stat head case for the Hall of Fame. Other first-timers like Giambi, Konerko, Lee, and Soriano had long careers that should garner Hall of Fame votes, though indication is unlikely. Now, here are the 14 players returning to the ballot in last year's voting percentage. Players are allowed at a maximum 10 years on the ballot and must appear on a 75% of submitted ballots to garner induction to the Hall of Fame. They must appear on at least 5% of submitted ballots to remain on the ballot for another year. So, guys, here are the ones that were on the list last year.